Welcome back to the Puncher's Chance YouTube channel. Delighted to be joined by Tyler Denny, back to winning weights tonight. How are you feeling with your performance?
Right, man, I thought I performed well. In front of a home crowd as well, so hopefully everyone enjoyed it as well. So my team's won 3 out of 3 today, BCB, so couldn't be happier.
Yeah, you said in front of a home crowd, your family, you're watching, your kids watching, I think for the first time you said. Yeah. Does that make it a bit sweeter getting that win?
Definitely, man. And it's memories that I'm going to keep forever and ever. And, do you know what I mean? It's they've been on to me for ages to come, and I've kept putting them off. So they're happy, I'm happy. Going to enjoy some little downtime with them, a bit of food and that next week.
Yeah, and I suppose you've had a bit of time to reflect since that last fight against Hamzah Sheeraz. How was those last few months for you, waiting for this next fight? Obviously, you come up against an opponent who's at world level, very talented, but it still would have been very difficult for you.
I mean, it wasn't the first couple of weeks and stuff, but you get over it, man. Like you say, I've got a good family and I'm winning in life regardless of the boxing and whatever, and regardless of what happened today. Sometimes you got to look what you have got instead of what you haven't got, man. And I'm buzzing, man, I'm buzzing. So that's boxing, innit? Get yourself back up and go again.
Yeah, it's great to see such a positive attitude, and you looked like you really enjoyed yourself in the ring there tonight. You throw in a couple of dance moves in there as well, something that we don't often see from Tyler.
Nah, but I had a good dance partner with me, do you know what I mean? He's a character in the Elvis, and obviously I was fighting him, but he's hard not to like, do you know what I mean? So I hope to get to see him again, man. Top man.
He is very much a character, like you said, and he's quite unorthodox in the way he fights. Does that sometimes make it more difficult when you're in there with someone? Do you learn something different from that type of fight?
Yeah, I think he's got to be a bit more patient, throw a few feints, try and make him, and then you try and work him out. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to rush him too soon because he probably don't know what he's going to do, so I've got no chance of knowing what he's going to do. So work him out after a few rounds, and he can start throwing a few more combinations.
And you landed a good knockdown. I think he was arguing that it wasn't a knockdown, but it was scored. Like you said again, is it just staying patient in those moments? You're experienced enough now to understand not to rush in moments like that.
I mean, like you say, it was definitely a knockdown, but I think I hurt him more than that in some of the other ones, especially to the body. So I didn't want to get overcrowded or give him any chances. I think that was my best tactic, just to outbox him, use my footwork and use my hand speed, and he had no chance.
And looking forward in the future now for yourself, what's sort of the aims and ambitions with your career going forward now?
I just want big fights. The bigger the fights, bigger the money. I'm there, man. I'm there. You can look at my CV. I'm happy to fight anyone, but it's got to be something good for me now. Do you know what I mean? I've done the fights where I've jumped in really. I'm expected to lose all the time, which I'm not bothered about that. But I just want to get the good fights, man. Big names, big shows, and thank you to Boxer for having me back on here.
And is there any particular names or any titles or anything you feel like you want to tick off?
It'd be nice if I had some, really. I mean, it'd be nice to fight for the British. I've never fought for the British, but I think that ship sailed now with that fight going on. I'm not really asked, to be honest. I just want big fights. Honestly, give me the big fights up there. Title or no title. I've won the European, so I'll always be able to say that. So I'm happy, man. Just get me some good fights and I'll be there.
And talking of big fights, obviously the main event tonight, Ben Whittaker, Liam Cameron, has been massive in terms of boxing. What do you make of that fight tonight? Obviously it's going to be before the fight happens, but what do you make of the whole spectacle?
I think it's a great fight. The first fight was a good fight, wasn't it? A lot of controversy. I've known Ben for years, so I'm always going to be team Ben, but Liam's a cool guy as well, do you know what I mean? But I think Ben will show his class tonight, and I think he'll win.
And how big do you think this is tonight in terms of Ben's career? There's a lot riding on tonight. There's been a lot of pressure being put on him.
Yeah, but I think he's used to pressure, you know what I mean? He's gone to the Olympics and got a silver medal. There's a lot of pressure there, so I think once you're in the ring, something goes and you just focus, you know what I mean? I think the build up more pressure, but when the bell goes, I think that's his home, man, in the ring.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks for taking the time to speak to us tonight, and
Thank
catch
you
you again soon.
Top man.
Cheers.